This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Series here. How about 3 wins and all those laps led? When you look at his numbers in the 3 divisions, this is absolutely
contact.
And he's
Kevin
spinning
Harvick
up at turn 4.
He got into the inside of the 15, and Harvick spins around to bring out our first caution.
I think Kevin was having a problem. We were following him along from his...
Trying to get fired up here, get turned around.
Something happened to that truck coming off turn 2. He went to the bottom. It looked like he felt like it got better, whatever the problem was.
Got the 51 oil.
And these teams all scrapping for every position they can get the points. And Rick, you have to understand how important this owner championship is.
It is.
Toyota wants that 51 truck of Billy Ballou to be standing there.
No problems on the racetrack. The 90 goes around.
There's Brad Sweet, the Great Clips Toyota.
He was running along in the 23rd spot. He had just been lapped, which would have made him the Aaron's lucky dog, but I don't think we'll have one, right? You can see Harvick's back up to speed after a tough 1 and 2, but the thing just takes off on him. And he wouldn't have spun out, but the 15 truck of Eric Almirola was there, and when he hit him, he had his wheels cut to the left, and it just turned him right around.
We saw
Look up higher on the racetrack as they enter 3.
Whoa, that thing really got away from him in a hurry. He's lucky to keep it out of the outside wall.
That's really hard to do on a flat track like this. We did a nice job. It's a pretty elite company.
Very impressive what he has been able to do. Caution on the racetrack. The 22 gets into the wall. That's Tim George Jr.
Now they're going to have to make that decision. Richie Waters and Kyle Busch are going to have to make that decision. Do we come in and get tires?
Well, I think they're going to say we can't win the race like we are. What do we do? But it'll be fun to see what they do.
We're going to find out what they do when we come back.
It began in February on the high banks of
Speed. NASCAR's championship chase heads to Phoenix, and everyone is revved up for the ultimate Friday night house party. Don't miss NASCAR trackside. Ryan Newman, David Rudiman are the guests. That's coming up next. NASCAR on Speed. Be there. And into the wall, Kevin Conway extends number 71. That brings out the caution once again.
I was just
fifth
watching.
Caution.
I was just watching Kevin. He was staying ahead of Matt Crafton, who was being shown a lap down. He was in position to get the Aaron's lucky dog really running well, and unfortunately, it's going to be a premature end tonight.
And before that caution flag flew right there, guys, Eric Almirola and Kyle Busch were both faster than our leader, Kevin Harvick. I thought Harvick was kind of cruising. He'd run some 30s and some 40s, but the last time by, those 2 trucks behind him up the ante, they were down in the low 30s, so faster than our leader.
Getting a report that the 88 may have been involved. There's the 80. I said, remember, the 71 was right in front of the 88. Looked like Kevin got a little bit loose, maybe up off of 2, and the 88 had a little bit of a head of steam going and running to the back of him, just a little bit, enough to get Kevin out of shape into the outside wall.
You see him making contact with the back of that truck, hard contact into the outside wall. That'll end Kevin's night, obviously. 2 and 3 and 4, trying to do anything he can to get this race wrestled away from Kevin Harvick.
He has to do something different. Kevin actually opened up a little bit of ground this last lap. He's got a couple truck links right now on Kyle. Looked like Kyle had a good exit that time off of 2.
That higher line has allowed him really to accelerate and exit strongly off the turns. Kevin gets in the corner a little bit better, but Kyle makes it all up on exit.
This is Kevin Harvick's 100th start in the Camping World Truck Series. His first 3 wins came at this very racetrack. He's trying to defend the win that he was able to garner a year ago, and he's looking good at it now.
Remember, he won earlier this year at Martinsville. He's never won more than 1 race in a year in the Camping World Truck Series.
Looking to change that tonight, as well as start off the trifecta. He would like to win in the Truck Series, the Nationwide Series, and the Cup Series. Here's a great battle. Taylor Balsam on the inside. Contact there. Brian Scott into the 11.
Clear.
Scott's able to get by the 11. Here comes the 30 of Todd Bodine. And look at that. Rick Crawford and James Busch are just behind him in their Fords.
What a great battle. These guys are raging just outside the top 10.
Only 7 laps to go. Be 6 laps to go when Kevin Harvick gets back around to the start-finish line.
Kevin Harvick with almost a half a second lead over second place Kyle Busch. There's those 2 running through 1 and 2.
He outran Kyle Busch by 0.2 of a second that lap. Phil, he's got to feel really good about what he's got going on. Doesn't want to see a restart, just like to run this thing out. Green-white checker might be fun for us to see, though.
I don't think he would want to see a green-white checker.
Kevin Harvick started on the outside of row number 1, looking to make it his 5th win in the Camping World Truck Series in his 100th start. You see the VFW 33 go by. Problems with James Buescher into the wall. Buescher will bring out the caution once again. The 6th caution of the night. James Buescher with a lot of damage to the left side of that truck.
And this is exactly what Kevin Harvick did not want to see, a late caution.
And it's kind of what we did want to see. We see if we can mix this thing up any at all and give Kyle Busch a chance to get up and ruffle Kevin Harvick's feathers a little bit. Maybe make this thing crazy at the end. We've seen it before.
We have had 81 green-white checker finishes in the Camping World Truck Series, 5 of them this year already. And it looks as though this will be the 6th. Let's look again at what happened to the 10.
That's his teammate, Rick Crawford, getting by the 11 of TJ Bell. Now James comes along there. He just gets a little bit loose down on the bottom of the racetrack.
Shot it in there really hard. He saw that hole open. We're getting down to 5 to go. He knew he needed to grab that spot, but unfortunately couldn't keep his truck under control. Got sideways down on the bottom of TJ Bell. See, TJ comes down the hill just a little bit.
And James was on the apron of the racetrack, and his car actually slid up off the apron. He was still on the very bottom of the racetrack. Just didn't have a lot of room down there.
Live from Las Vegas.
Ready.
One attempt at a green-white checker finish. Green flag back in the air. Harvick, Busch, 1 and 2. Eric Almirola running 3rd.
Looks like Harvick was clean on the restart. Got through the gears well, got into 1 good.
A great restart for Kevin Harvick. Can he hold on and grab his 5th win in the Camping World Truck Series, 4th at this racetrack?
You know he's got a guy behind him that will do all he can do to try to wrestle that lead away.
Has a good corner there, but Harvick's truck just right down on the bottom. Kyle slides around the top. Does gain a little ground off 4, though. Can he get to him?
White flag in the air. 1 mile to go from Phoenix. Problem on the racetrack. Taylor Malsum gets turned around. That will give the win to Kevin Harvick. Harvick wins at Phoenix once again.
And Ron Hornaday will be our 2009 Camping World Truck Series champion.
You took the white. Ron
There it
Hornaday,
is.
buddy, you did it.
Listen in to Rick Renz celebrating. Kevin Harvick with a great start to his weekend. Getting a little bump there from Kyle Busch. Across the start-finish line, Ron Hornaday will be your 2009 Camping World Truck Series champion.
What a night for Kevin Harvick Incorporated. He wins the race and his truck wins the championship. That is what a night is all about, huh? How cool is that?
And Ron said, hey, that I may get to drive that truck next year.
Just awesome job, guys. Way to dig. That's what we needed.
To start the day,
You got to
Hornaday knew he had to finish in front of Matt Crafton to seize and clinch the title. And there's Delana Harvick. She's got a big smile on her face.
You got to take your hat off to the competition, though, Phil. After practice yesterday, they said, if we don't do something, we ain't going to beat Kevin Harvick. He's that good. Well, they all did stuff, but they still couldn't beat Kevin Harvick.
There's Matt Crafton congratulating Ron Hornaday.
Todd Bodine's right behind him. Also a little congratulatory tap at the back there. And you see the 2 trucks coming to the start-finish line, and I'm guessing a little double burnout here. Race winner and champion side by side.
Synchronized burnouts.
I think the 51-year-old is kind of showing Kevin Harvick at just 33 how to do a burnout.
Well, he's won more races this year than Kevin. He has some more experience doing it.
Plus, Kevin's got that new engine. He must really like it. He wants to be good to it. He doesn't want to overturn it. So he lost the burnout competition, though. He won the race, but he didn't do as good as burnout as Hornaday did.
Let's hear from our championship crew chief. He's standing by with Adam Alexander.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a special presentation of ABC Sports, spanning the globe to bring you the biggest events in the wide world of sports.